So what that's done, this has taken us back to before we found the eye. So this is the bridge that we crossed. I'm hoping I won't fail the skill test this time on the... Apologies, my phone appears to be going mad. Not sure what's going on there. Yep. Okay. So I'm going to skim through these because we know what's happening. I'm going to try to get back to where we were as quickly as possible. I do really like the style of this game. I think it's a very nice design. You know, I really like the artwork, and I kind of like the fact that it borrows from tabletop. I've been playing a few games recently which seem to, you know, really have a love for tabletop gaming. I was sent a code to provide some feedback for a game currently in development. A game called... Oh, God, I forgot what it's called. Hang on. What's it called? Resrog. And this was a game which the actual dungeon is laid out like a dungeon on someone's table, so much so that you can even see like Coke cans and slices of pizza outside the dungeon. I kind of like that. And of course there's Knights of Pen and Paper +1, which is one of my favourite games. It's absolutely brilliant. If you haven't played Knights of Pen and Paper +1, then play it. There's a Knights of Pen and Paper 2. It's not by the original developers. I personally don't think it looks as nice. Knights of Pen and Paper +1 is by the same people who did Chroma Squad, which is another game that I absolutely love. So do check those out. Okay, so we know that the Cyclops is in here. No? Oh, what did I do? Why am I... What? No. Yes. Right. We've actually spawned in a slightly different place on the map. So he's moving. Let's attack this space. No. He's attacking. So I'm gonna move. Oh, he's got quite an interesting... Right, let's use the piercing strike. Oh, that's interesting. Yay, piercing strike does double damage. That makes me happy. And he is attacking again, so let's move out of the way. Ah! That's a nice ability of his. I'm a bit envious. He is attacking. What do I do? He's probably going to hit me again if I don't. I think I've got to at least try and roll for it. It's a good roll. 9v6. I'm happy. And then I can use... Oh, I really want quick jab. Never mind. It's going to have to just be attack, I think. There we go. Nice. Okay. I'm going to try a different door this time because we know that... although I've got more stamina actually, so fighting the hands might be possible. There's somebody talking behind the right hand door. Let's go for that one this time. You try the handle, it turns and you enter the room. As you look around, you hear mischievous chattering. You swing around to see two goblins leering at you. Before you have time to react, the two creatures are upon you. Goblins. Okay. So he's attacking. Ah, miss. Oh! Oh, good. That's good. I rolled low. I'm glad I picked this character. Okay, so I think he might be... Oh, let's try... See if we can hit them both. Ah, disappointing. So yeah, there's a definite pattern to the way the NPCs move in this game. So what did he do last time? He went that way, didn't he? So let's attack that space. And then I think he moved back. There we go. Now he's going to attack. So I'm going to move here. Quick jab. There we go. Successfully outmaneuvered, I think. Oh, mallet and stake, absolutely, because you never know when there's going to be a vampire. Oh, looks like Pac-Man. You carry on through the passageway and enter into another room of similar size. This room is splendidly decorated with polished marble floor and rough walls. That is a very nice room, actually. There's Zagor, the Warlock. There are a number of paintings hanging on the wall, and a dwarven woman is staring at them intensely, giggling madly. Her hair is unkempt and her clothes are ragged. Her eyes are sunken and tired, as though she has not slept for weeks. At her feet are an assortment of strange trinkets, small bones, teeth, gold pieces, bits of half-eaten food, and splintered pieces of wood. Some of these objects have been placed underneath various paintings. Master, Master, look what Tomiel has brought for you today, she murmurs. Let's try and speak with the dwarf. You ask the dwarf who she is talking to. She tries to stifle fits of giggling, then bursts into peals of shrieking laughter. Why, Tomiel is talking to the master, of course! Her eyes dart around the room as she chuckles to herself. Chuckles? That's too much Pokemon, that is. Chuckles to herself, then she nods. The master always is here, there, everywhere. You ask who the master is. Suddenly the giggling stops. The voice coming out of Tomiel's mouth is no longer her own, but that deep baritone of a man. Alexandra of Blacksand, it sneers. The great hero of the Battle of Grey Rock, come to slay the terrifying Warlock of Firetop Mountain. You realise that Tomiel has been possessed and sent utterly mad. They also don't know our quest. Our quest is to give a gem to the Warlock. I don't know why we're helping the Warlock, but that is our quest. This poor dwarf is possessed, most likely the Warlock. Poor Tomiel collapses to the ground, and you find yourself dragged by some demonic force towards one of the paintings, that of Zagor himself. Find a weapon in your pack to fight the Warlock's power. Well, should we try the gem from the Cyclops? That seems likely, doesn't it? Hold up a jewel. You pull the great jewel from your pack and hold it up to the painting. Zagor's expression turns to one of surprise, then fear, then the painting swirls and becomes still. The power is gone and the painting is just a picture of an old man. Zagor fears the eye of the Cyclops. I think I now understand Kith's plan, so we're not going to kill Zagor. Well, we are going to kill Zagor. We're not going to help Zagor. You leave the unnerving room full of paintings and the poor crazed dwarf. Just up the passageway there is a small alcove in the rock. Yay! It's a bench. Sit on the bench and rest. Oh, I see. So you get stamina whether you eat provisions or not. That's worth knowing. Before long, you arrive at another junction, branching off to the east and the west. Let me have a look at my map. Was there a room with paintings in my map? Because I seem to remember it. paintings, yes. And there was an alcove. But it did not lead to here. So let's head west. Let's go to this door. Let's have a look. The passageway ends at a stairwell. At the top you find yet another wooden door. This time a small one with a carved bone handle. Nothing coming from inside. Oh, new area. You try the handle and the door opens into a room with a sandy floor. You can hear the sound of fast flowing water. I was expecting to come across the river soon. In one corner of the room is a pile of rubble, mainly stones and dust, but there are also 2 odd-shaped pieces of wood and a length of rope. A door in the north wall leads on. Let's have a look. Yeah, here we go. Study the length of a rope. You pick up the rope. It looks normal. In fact, it looks as if it might be quite useful. You open your pack to put it in. Suddenly it comes alive in your fingers, snakes quickly up your arm and attempts to wrap itself around your neck. Testing luck. So this is luck against an 8. Ooh, just. As the rope tightens around you, you squirm and struggle to reach for your weapon. Quickly but carefully you slice the rope and it falls to the ground, still twitching as though alive. The enchanted rope is finally disposed of. Oh, this is nice. The passage leads you northwards. The rocky floor becomes sandy until eventually you are walking on coarse sand. You notice the passage is widening and ahead you can hear a flowing river. I've heard about this river. Who knows what lives in it? You continue until you find yourself in a large cavern through which a river flows. Head towards the riverbank. You are on the south bank of an underground river facing across its black depths. There appear to be 4 ways of crossing. Wow. Ferry service. Yay, I like it a bit. To your left, a rusted bell bears a sign, ferry service, 2 gold pieces, please ring. There is also a small raft in front of you on the bank with a long stick resting beside it, which you could use to punt across the river. So one of the things that's interesting about this game is that you get souls for fighting monsters, and souls allow you to unlock other characters. But actually you can avoid fights by choosing good gameplay decisions, which seems to negate earning souls, which is weird. Because I think ringing the bell and paying the toll is probably the best way to go. I don't remember a bridge. Yeah, interesting. Well. I am going to ring the bell. The bell gives you a dull clang, and after a few moments out of the darkness you see a withered old man rowing a small boat. He rows slowly across to you, moors the boat, and limps towards you. Speak to the ferryman, flash a smile at the ferryman. I'll speak, I'm educated. The ferryman asks you for 3 gold pieces. When you protest at the price, he mumbles some flimsy excuse about inflation. He begins to get angry at your protestations. I'll pay the 3 gold. I've got quite a lot of gold. I don't really see what else I'm going to spend it on down here. He calms down, takes the gold and rows you across to the north bank. You are now standing on the north bank in the large underground cavern. The most striking thing is a massive structure to the north built into the cave wall itself. It emanates a feeling of dread as it looms over the riverbank. To the right of the structure is a smaller but still imposing building in the cave wall. Directly to the east is a wooden building near the bridge. Half-finished wooden boats lie nearby as though in progress. Okay. Interestingly, on my old map, it indicates to me that north is a crucifix, and you get knocked out or something. To the west is a werewolf, and I think we picked up something silver for that. And to the east is a boathouse, which then takes you on to fighting a wight. I think I'm going to go west, because I've picked up this silver arrow, and I want an excuse to use it. Go through the door. You are in a small, foul-smelling room. You notice 2 doors, one to the west and one behind you to the south. The furniture in the room is sparse and has been made mostly from bits of old boats. There appears to be nothing of value in the room. Is south not can't remember what we said. Surely the door to the south is back out the room. Ooh. One man and his dog. Next to him is a vicious-looking brown dog with red eyes and black teeth, which you have awoken and is now eyeing you suspiciously. A deep growl is coming from its throat. Now seems like as good a time as any to drink the potion of invisibility. Quickly, you drink your potion of invisibility. There is a strange tingling sensation on your skin, and to your astonishment, you vanish from sight. However, this has not pacified the dog in the slightest. Oh, of course. It grows louder and louder and is staring right at you, even though you're invisible. The old man wakes, startled by the noise. "What's the matter, Igneous?" he growls, sounding irritated. "Risk trying to take the keys." Yeah, we're trying to take the keys. So we're testing our luck against a 7. This is 50-50. Well, slightly better than 50-50. We fail! We are unlucky. The old man senses you. "So, thief, you think you could hide from us? You're in for a surprise." His eyes turn white with anger. He slowly rises from his seat, and as he stands, he appears to gain in size and stature. Oh, he's the werewolf. Okay. He is changing in front of your eyes. He sprouts hair on his face and forearms. His nose lengthens and becomes dog-like. His teeth are pointed. Fight the monsters. So, do I not have the option to use the silver arrow that I picked up? Oh, interesting. I think I'm going to do a tactical move. Ouch! Ooh, didn't know you could do that. I want to be out of range of the dog then. V8. Ooh, draw. Okay. So he might be doing his press attack. So I think I'm going to move here. Yep. Gonna have to risk moving. Oh, that was lucky. Right. Dog's got low skill. I'm feeling confident. He gets a 10, I get to draw. Now, do I just tank the damage? Because I reckon I can take out the dog with... Let's attack here. That's a good roll, I think. There we go, we've got the quick jab to finish that. That was very satisfying. I'm slightly disappointed that I... oh, say about that keys. I'm slightly disappointed that I didn't get to use my silver arrow. Eagerly, you take one of the pickled eggs and bite into it without a second thought. Then you gag and spit it out in disgust. The eggs are just as vile as everything else in this horrid larder. Unfortunately, you've already swallowed some of the eggs. Ah. Okay, so let's head to the wooden building near the pier, because I'm pretty sure that's the boathouse. Oh, I always loved this picture. I'm using the boathouse key. The key fits the lock and opens the door. This is clearly a large boathouse. Various boats in different stages of construction are lying around. Apart from the door behind you, there is another in the north wall. Enter the boathouse. As you enter, the skeletons stop their work and crane their bony necks around to look at you. They pick up planks of wooden hammers and advance towards you. There are 5 of them. We'll try talking to them. I'll try talking to anybody. As you enter, the skeletons stop their work and crane... Tell them you're their new boss and order them back to work. Well, that's a lie. Tell them who you are. I tell them who I am. You introduce yourself. I am Alexandra of Blacksand. I come in search of... The Alexandra of Blacksand? I need to do the skeleton voice. The Alexandra of Blacksand, one of the skeletons interrupts. The warrior of Warpstone, the killer of Kellermere, the cutter... Yes, that's me. Styltash, stop gushing, I saw her first. Can you sign my humorous? These are fun skeletons. Fight off the skeletons or escape from the skeletons? Attempting to push away from the skeleton's bony fingers, you struggle to escape and reach the exit. Hey, where do you think you're going? You still haven't signed my humorous. You struggle to escape from the group of skeletons who are beginning to overwhelm you. Test your luck against a 6. Not happening. Typical celebrity, one of the skeletons shouts as you try to break free. No time for the commoners. You've ruined my perceptions of heroes forever. Fight the skeletons. I like the idea that there's a talking solution to that thing. This is a lot of enemies. Okay. Let's have a piercing strike. What was that? Quick jab. Oh. $10v7, I feel pretty happy. Oh, are they conferring defense on each other? That's interesting. Oh, these are really annoying. So he was guarded last. So this is these are meant to have a predictable pattern. So this one here was guarded last time. I'm not totally sure what that means. Oh, I moved. I didn't mean to do that. That was a good thing to do by the looks of things. He's got a 10. Nice. Okay. What do you reckon? Dare I attempt the piercing strike? Try and hit both of them? I think I'll give it a go. Nice. Oh no, I've rolled really badly. Ah. Now, he can throw that spear, I think. I think I'm going to have to do a tactical move here. And then I think I'm just going to have to rely on the rolls. He's got an 8, I've got a 10, that's good enough. Oh, screw you. I'm going to let him move because then I can just use the quick jab. Okay. You step over the bones on the floor to take a closer look at the boathouse. You pick up and study a few of the tools scattered around. Hammers, nails, chisels and the like, but they appear very ordinary. You hear a banging sound coming from beyond the north door and have time for one further search before you must react. Look through the drawers and benches or check the tools more carefully. I'm going to check the tools more carefully. I've already got a mallet and stake. Oh well. Oh well. I'm going to go to the huge structure. You walk along the sand to the massive structure. A set of stone steps leads upwards into the structure itself. Near the steps, a path leads west to a tower leading upwards on the side of the main structure. Head west to the tower or climb the foreboding... Well, like a tower. You decide to walk westwards and reach the tower. The sandy path continues until you reach some stone steps that lead upwards. Just as you're about to climb the steps, you suddenly feel angry about being here, within Firetop Mountain, chasing some vague quest. I should have killed Kith when he suggested he send me on this awful quest. I really want to leave this place. Something strange seems to be happening to you, and it seems to be getting worse. Your anger and frustration increases. This place is affecting you somehow. Oh no! Walk towards the light. You walk through the opening, and before you know it, you've stumbled upon a set of spiral stairs. The stairs are cracked and old and do not seem to be held up by any supporting structure. Your thoughts are starting to become darker and more sinister. I can't shake the feeling that I need to hit someone or something very hard. Oh, I'm draining luck here. Wow. Ooh, I like the eyes in the darkness down here. That's cute. You can't see that, can you? Smooth me. It's really nice. You climb up the stairs, which seem to go on forever. Step by step, you climb further up the dank tower until you reach an alcove where you can catch your breath. Suddenly, a raspy voice makes you jump in shock. Can I, I'm just going to eat some provisions. Hello there, kind stranger. Do you have a moment to spare for a hungry beggar? Any kind of food will do. The gaunt, tired man with sunken eyes and scraggly hair is staring at you expectantly. Pathetic creature should die. What am I thinking? Must control my thoughts. Right, I'm testing my luck against a 3. This isn't going to go well. Hoping for snake eyes. Oh dear. You shake your head and refuse. The beggar is clearly upset. He begins to grow in anger, and something about him seems strange. His teeth become sharp and pointed as he snarls, and hair covers his face and arms. He grows taller before your eyes. Now 2 meters tall, his face has formed into a rat-like snout, and he is covered in hair. His hands have become sharp claws. He has transformed into a were-rat and begins to advance towards you. Suddenly, he stops panting. Although he is transformed, the were-rat is still as gaunt as he was in his human form. The transformation has exhausted him. He slumps to the ground, tired. How dare he attack me in rat form? He must surely die. No! Come on, snake eyes. Snake eyes. How have I rolled 2 12s in a row? That's just rude. Without hesitation or remorse, you draw your weapon and end the pitiful creature's life. The emaciated man does not even put up a struggle and crumples to the ground in a heap. You rifle through the beggar's meagre possessions but find nothing of value. It seems the only thing he owned was his life, and you have taken that away. Climb the stairs. You continue up the stairs. Oh, hello. You continue up the staircase, which seems to have no end. The stone, crumbling masonry causes you to slip many times, nearly causing you to tumble all the way down the tower. Thankfully, you are able to right yourself. You stop and rest at a crumbling alcove. A daunting stone statue of an imposing warrior looms over you. They stand stern but proud, sword planted in the ground. It feels as though the statue is on guard, warding off the domain of the dead's evil spirits. I'm struggling to control my thoughts. A rage is taking me over. There's no point testing my luck. It's 2d6 and I've got 1 luck. I now have 0 luck. That was pointless. This might be quite... Bewilderbeast, yeah, this might be quite fun to experience in VR, leaning into the little models and whatnot. Yeah, I like that. I like the tabletop aspect of it, that it feels like a little model in front of you. I was looking at a game the other day, actually, which I have started following. Is it on my wish list? Let me take a look. What's it called? Did I add it to my wish list? Where can you see what groups you're following? Ah, do you know, I've forgotten the name of it. That is really upsetting. I found this game, which is basically a turn-based strategy game, but the whole thing is laid out like an actual tabletop miniatures battling game. So it's like you don't see the whole landscape. It's just like someone's built a model of that particular area. I can't remember what it was called, but it was a really nice looking game. I'm kicking the statue. You give the statue a vicious kick. Now you have a sore foot. You hop around in agony from the pain of kicking a statue made of solid stone. The writers of this game seem a little bit confused between of and from. Anyway. Oh, I'm losing stamina now. Despite the pain, that feeling of rage and anger seems to have subsided. I feel like my old self again. Do I get any luck back? Ooh, symbols. You follow the steps further up the tower. Soon you notice an eerie blue glow emanating from further up the stairs. As you get closer, the light becomes more intense. You reach the source of the light. Set in the stone is eerie, spidery writing. Each letter gives off an intense blue glow, and the words seem to slightly shift as you look at them, giving you a slight headache. Let's try reading the inscription. You try to focus on the arcane words, clear your throat and read them out. Midnim, Lud Tu, Hud Mid Rogaz. I think this is Welsh. Suddenly you reel back in pain. Your mouth tastes like copper and your head feels as though it is full of cotton wool. This is like the Cthulhu thing of don't read a piece of paper with Cthulhu written on it 3 times. You try in vain to focus, but it is of no use. The words you have read must be some kind of curse. Oh, I'm losing skill now. Feeling hazy and dim-witted, you nonetheless press on. I seem to remember from the book you could take a potion of skill or stamina or luck with you. Do I have that, do you think? Let's have a look. I don't. You continue to climb further up the stairs. You pass a crack in the wall, oozing an unpleasant smelling slime. The goo is slowly forming a pool on the floor. Suddenly, there is a rumbling sound. There is an explosion of brick and masonry as hideous slime worms burst out of the wall. You count 3 of them as they writhe towards you. These horrific beasts, long dead, have been reanimated by the slime itself. The creatures snake towards you with frightening speed. I think this battle's going to be it for tonight. Those are some grim-looking slime worms. Low skill, though. Let's try a piercing strike. Oh, no. Oh, no, they've got range. No, I'm going to have to move. Oh, I'm getting brutalised here. I think I'm about to die. Oh dear. I hope this isn't going to be resurrected to back before the... Oh no, it's here. Okay. Okay, we're back here. This was just before the river. So I am going to save at this point. I'm going to say thank you very much for joining me on this stream tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you like the look of Warlock of Firetop Mountain. It seems to me to be, I've really enjoyed it. As I say, just at this very moment, it is on sale on the Humble store. It's not on sale on Steam, but it is on sale on the Humble store. And then you just get a Steam key or whatever, if that's your thing. Or play it... just as a download. So thanks very much for joining me. Thank you, Bewilderbeast. Thank you, Hilaire. And I will probably do this again at some time because, yeah, that was a lot of fun. All right. Cheers all. Good night. Thank you for watching. And if you'd like to continue watching the series, please click on the next episode or click on the subscribe icon. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you again soon.